Chargers and the Saints. And amazing, just absolutely, truly amazing. The Los Angeles Chargers and the Saints, with the Saints and Drew Brees not being able to get the ball down the field at all, the offense looking positively terrible, and the Los Angeles Chargers with their dynamic young rookie quarterback after a week one in Cincinnati where they win because every single football god that's been against the Chargers for so many years has the Bengals and their rookie quarterback set up for a field goal to try and tie it. And Randy Bullock, the Bengals field goal kicker, cramps up in the middle of the kick, and he misses it, and the Chargers win. And the Chargers have completely, with that and Justin Herbert, completely reversed all their cursed fortunes. And the Saints are the team that looks absolutely terrible. And wait a minute, I'm being told in my ear, they played a second half. They played a second half last night.
Yeah,
I'm being told
sorry about
that is not the narrative.
Nope.
That was just the halftime narrative.
Sorry. Yeah.
They played a second. Oh, and I'm told it went into overtime because Michael Badgley, who missed an extra point, the place kicker, had enough leg to win the game at the very end of regulation, but the ball hit an upright and it didn't go through. And I'm told there was overtime, and I'm told, wait a minute, help to put the Saints up. Drew Brees actually threw a vertical pass for a touchdown, over 40 yards in the air, too.
Well, I mean, it fluttered up there for a while.
Hold on a second. I
mean,
Drew Brees faded back to pass in a National Football League game last night with the game on the line. Drew Brees looked off a second-year safety, like the veteran that he is should do, and then threw a ball in the air that crossed the line of scrimmage.
Important note.
Wait for it. Crossed the line to gain first down marker, and then 30 more yards in the air. Feathery touch directly into the hands of Jared Cook for a touchdown. I saw that with my own two eyes last night. And then, wait, hold on for it. Hold on. Taysom Hill was brought in the red zone. Taysom Hill, they told Drew Brees, sit down. Sit down.
I hate that.
We need a touchdown to actually tie this game up. Sit down. Taysom Hill, you get out there. And it worked. He scored. Take some of this, returns. He scored. And the Saints defense that was pitching a shutout all second half gave up a big one to Mike Williams, who also had an amazing catch to set up the game winner that got doinked off the upright. Saints survived all of that.
Single doink.
And look who is 3-2 along with the Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Your 3-2 New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees now has, by the way, another 300-yard passing game. He had only 43 passing yards at the 2-minute warning of the first half. That's it. Wound up with 325. Threw it 47 times. Alvin Kamara was totally bottled up in terms of a big play until to set up the winning field goal eventually, not just for the New Orleans Saints, but for Chris Brockman's fantasy football team that needed one more Will Lutz point and had the ball gone through the uprights from Michael Badgley. Not only would the Saints have lost, but Chris Brockman's fantasy team would have lost as well.
Gosh. Sweating it out of my house.
Kamara, other than that, not many big plays. And Emmanuel Sanders, man, career high 12 catches last night. And I got to tell you, after the game, Sean Payton did the usual, I'm only talking about the players who are here. Let's talk about the players who played tonight, because Michael Thomas, as you know, was out because he punched out one of his teammates. and Brees said that he spoke to Michael Thomas, that he's going to be a big part of this team moving forward. And I know that there is, for the New Orleans Saints right now, a bye week, but there was no commitment from Sean Payton that Michael Thomas would be back in the lineup after the bye week. He must have really swung and packed a wallop.
Hope it was worth it.
So there's that drama, along with the drama that Drew Brees can't throw anymore, and yet another 300-yard passing game for Drew Brees. It doesn't look pretty at times, I'll be very honest with you. But Brees had to really enjoy that fade back, hang out, look, the safety off. 40-something yards in the air. Touchdown. Then they started making plays at the end, even though they blew one coverage. Is that Patrick Robinson blew that one coverage on Mike Williams? You are what you are, though, as Bill Parcells would say. And Sean Payton knows this. So does Anthony Lynn, coming from the Parcells staff. They're on the Parcells coaching tree. You are what you are. What the Saints are 3-2. And unfortunately for the Los Angeles Chargers, what they are is 1-4. But it's, again, just such a shame that the Saints don't have a quarterback who can throw downfield when he throws for 40-something yards against his tight end for a big touchdown.
Hey, look. Anybody can do it one time. This guy, even the most steadfast and ardent Saints fan, talking to you, Don, will admit, Brees is done. It's over, man. It's over. They're not going to win a playoff game with this guy at quarterback.
Don't you dare. As we know, the shovels have been out for Drew Brees this season. Ready to dig that 6-foot professional football hole.
Thank God there's a bye week this week so we can ice that puppy for two straight weeks.
Oh, boy.
When did football become having to throw the ball 50 yards downfield?
Be careful. You got to stretch the field, though. You got to stretch the field.
But you also got to make smart plays.
But he's out there looking like Phillip Rivers, short arm pushing it 5 yards to the line of scrimmage.
One of Emmanuel Sanders' grabs last night. Brees was to the right of the right hash mark. Sanders was positioned moving towards the left sideline, and the ball got there with zip. Okay? There was a terrible interception, though. A brutal interception. It was terrible. His one interception last night was similar to the one where, this one he just totally overthrew. The one in Las Vegas, he just threw to the guy.
Yeah.
Who was camouflaged in the Raiders logo in the middle of the field. But they're 3-2, man, without Michael Thomas. Hit the bye. Hopefully Michael Thomas doesn't hit anybody anymore, and then he'll come back. And they're rolling. Brees made a throw that went past the line of scrimmage and the first down marker all the way down the field, 40 yards. It was beautiful.
There was nobody within Jared Cook of 20 yards.
Because he looked the guy off, the single high safety.
Great.
He looked off.
You know who can make that throw? Del Tufo. Impress me. Thread some needles. Fitzmagic style.
Wow.
No offense to Del Tufo, but he can't make that throw.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.